Where the fuck are my car keys? They were right here in my hand. I had them just a second ago. Did I leave them in the kitchen or underneath the cushions of the couch? Well, I can't find them anywhere. Oh, here they are.
Thank you.
I even go to bookstores, people. I like the Barnes & Noble, the Borders. They have the lowest pressure sales staff on earth. You can go in there, pull 10 books off the shelf, go, hey, where do I pay for these? Pay for them, read them here. What do you think the 800 couches are for? What are you studying for a test? Here's a highlighter. Mark it up all you want. I don't give a shit. Hey, I notice you have a cookbook there. You see anything like? Well, I saw this great chili recipe. Rip it out. You're not going to buy that huge, overpriced cookbook for one recipe, are you? That is ridiculous. I will not let you do that. If I see you walking towards that cashier with that book, I will tackle you. I'll rip the recipe out myself. I'll drag you home. I'll fucking cook it for you. So start a ripping. My favorite shelf at the big bookstore, the staff recommendation shelf. Oh, golly, I need help finding a book. What's this here? How about 7 Habits of Highly Effective People as recommended by Jimmy the stock clerk? What does it say on this little card? I read this book and it turned my whole life around. Wow, Jimmy, what were you doing before you read that book? You only have the shittiest job in the place.
Oh, have a blue Christmas without you. Take it home with you, honey. Oh, have a blue Christmas without you. Thank you, baby. I want to introduce a man who brings me my scars and my water, Mr. Charlie Hodge. Give him a hand. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen, scars and water. Come on out here, Charlie, take a bow. Thank you, Charlie. Man who brings me my scars and my water, Charlie Hodge. Every live Elvis album, there's a point when Elvis introduces everyone in the band, the singers, da-da-da-da-da-da, and at the end of all this, he goes, and the man who brings me my scars and my water, Mr. Charlie Hodge. Who is this tick sucking on Elvis's behind, giving Elvis scars and water, probably taking care of the rest of his fucking life, too. Charlie Hodge, man who brings me my scars and my water. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie's been with me a long time, you know, and we used to have 2 people, one who brought me scars and one who brought me water. One day Charlie was up late and he come knocking on my room and he said, E, I had an idea. And I said, Charlie, come on in. He said, E, you know we got Earl and Dwayne. One of them bringing you scars and one water and switching off each night so they don't get bored and crash into the wall. I said, yeah, Charlie, what's your point? Earl and Dwayne are doing a pretty good job. And he said, yeah, E, but they're eating like 2 different people. And I said, true, Charlie. What do you got in mind? He said, well, E, been working on some blueprints out in the bush. I said, what are they, Charlie? He said, well, E, what if I were to bring you both your scars and your water at one time? I said, Charlie, it can't be done. Goddamn, 3 weeks later, he didn't walk on stage bringing me both scars and water. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hodge. Brandon brings me my scars and my water. Charlie Hodge. My brow gets sweaty, my throat gets parched. Mr. Charlie Hodge brings me out some scars and water. Beautiful man. Funny man, too. Great to tour with. Watch this. Want to see something funny? Oh, yeah, we do, Bill. Okay, watch this. Yeah, Bill, look around you. Look at the name of any, literature you see on the front tables. Oh, all right. I want to show you something funny. Watch this. Charlie, come out here. Charlie. Charlie, watch this. This kills me. Charlie, put on these white panties and dance like a monkey. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen, give him a hand. Charlie Hodge. Scarves, water, white panties, dancing like a monkey. Charlie Hodge, that's my boy. Isn't he a great man? Charlie Hodge. Great, burly, hairy man. Charlie Hodge. Looks good in them white panties, don't you? Been on the road a few months. That Charlie Hodge. He's not back there, sir. Get back here. This is all a figment of my imagination. Get back here. This is a figment of Dr. Nick's imagination right now. Charlie's saved my life several times, too. I'd take too many of Dr. Nick's vitamins, and I'd wake up on the bathroom floor on my back like a doodly bug. And Charlie, fearing that I'd go into a coma, would straddle me wearing them white panties. And if that weren't exciting enough, he'd rub 2 popsicles on my temple to keep my pulse rate going. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen. Scarves, water, white panties, popsicles on the temple, dancing like a monkey. For that, I give him a trailer out back at Graceland to raise his 15 waterhead, hillbilly, rude cracker spawn that he's had with every two-tooth fucking waitress in every goddamn Waffle House in Kentucky County. Just for bringing me my scarves and my water. Charlie Hodge gets a whole lot paid for, ladies and gentlemen, because he's the one, when my brow is sweaty and my throat's parched, will run out there like a little monkey boy with a popsicle stick sticking out of his buttock, his white panties pulled against his hairy stomach, dancing like a monkey, bringing me some scarves and water, just to keep me interested in living, Keep little me excited one more night. I've had it all. I've had mothers, I've had daughters, I've had mothers and daughters eating each other, and I loved it, but man, it's not enough anymore. And the only thing that gets little E going anymore is Charlie Hodge in a pair of white panties with a popsicle stick up his butt, 2 rubbing against my temple, straddling my chest, my big old lard-encased fucking chest. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen, my man, Charlie Hodge, scarves and water. And for that, I've given him a 500 Cadillacs and one for each of his little cracker spawn. He's had with every buck-tooth, inbred, fucking one-eyed hillbilly waitress bitches in every Waffle House IHOP that our bus stops at in our never-ending tour across this great land, Mr. Charlie Hodge. He's a beautiful man. Scars and water, Charlie Hodge. Have a blue Christmas without you. Have a blue. Take that home with you. Christmas without you. Celebrate. Take that home with you, man. Christmas. See what happens without Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen? I gotta wipe my sweaty brow on every object in sight. The overhead is amazing. In bar stools and mic stands alone, we could lose money on the tour. That's why I pay extra for a brain encased in lard and fucking hairy and southern belly, swirled around a pair of virginal white cotton panties pulled up tight around his own little Charlie. Charlie Hodge, ladies and gentlemen, Scars and Water. Give it up for him. Charlie Hodge. Come on out and take a bow, Charlie. We'll see you later in the back bunk on the bus, Charlie. Liking the way your titties jiggle when you run them scars after me, boy. We ain't stopping in no Waffle House tonight, boy. You ain't picking up no buck-tooth, peroxide blonde waffle fucking waitress tonight, Charlie. You gonna tell me about the moment that light bulb went off in your head when you said, God damn it, I can carry water and a scarf at the same fucking time. I can do both those things. I'm Charlie Hodge, and there's nothing I cannot do. Bill, could you quit doing the Charlie Hodge? Bill, could you go back to the goat boy thing? Suddenly that looks like the complete realm of sanity and reason to us. Folks, you've been great. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Good night. There's a brand new Cadillac outside for each and every one of you, too. Thank you. Just see Charlie Hodge in the last stall in the men's room. He's the one with the white cotton virginal panties around his left ankle. Thank you. Good night. Bill Hicks.
My other nemesis in life is my teenage cousin. I don't like him at all. I think he's a horrible person, and I hope he doesn't get into college. If one of y'all was whooping his ass right now, I'd let you get 4 more hits in before I stop you. Like, hey, get off my cousin, man. He always talks trash about my comedy. Hey, Hannibal, we're watching your stand-up on YouTube. It wasn't funny, man. So I had to figure out what can I say back to this 17-year-old boy that'll destroy him, because I'm not letting this slide. I'm very petty, and I figured it out, and I just accused him of masturbating because teenagers can't handle that. Their psyches are weak. So I say, what, man? You coming from jagging off? I said, no, I wasn't jagging off, Hannibal. Why would you say that? Do not jag off. I will never jag off. Get out of here, Hannibal. Why you want me to get out of here so you can jag off? So, no! That won't work on me. I'm 28. You say, Hannibal, you jagging off? Yeah. Yes, I was jagging off. I was jagging off so I can have sex for longer later. That's grown man stuff. I'm planning out my life. Sometimes when I watch porn, I put my hoodie on so I feel creepier. Sometimes I get under the computer so it feels like I'm spying on them. Like, yeah. Everybody needs a masturbation hoodie, in my opinion. It's necessary. You have to keep your top warm because your bottom is exposed. Life is all about balance. Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be a lot better off if I would have studied more when I was growing up, you know? But you know where it all went wrong was the day they started the spelling bee. Because up until that day, I was an idiot, but nobody else knew, you know? When the spelling bee day, you know, popped up, all right, kids, up against a wall. It's time for public humiliation. Spell a word wrong, sit down in front of your friends. You know, that's great for little egos. Hey, look at me, I'm a moron. I wasn't even close. I was using numbers and stuff. That's why I admired that kid who spelled it wrong on purpose so he could sit down, you know? He knew he wasn't gonna win, so why stand there for 3 hours? First round, cat, K-A-T, I'm out of here. Then as he passed you, I know there's 2 T's. I remember my teacher asked me, Brian, what's the I before E rule? I before E, always. What are you, an idiot, Brian? Apparently. So she explains it, no, Brian, it's I before E, except after C, and when sounding like A, as a neighbor in way, and on weekends and holidays, and all throughout May, and you'll always be wrong, no matter what you say. That's a hard rule. That's a rough rule. Plurals were hard, too. Brian, how do you make a word a plural? You put an S. You put an S at the end of it. When? On weekends and holidays. No, Brian, no, let me show you. So she asked this kid who knew everything, Erwin, what is he plural for ox? Oxen. The farmer used his oxen. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for box? Boxen. I bought 2 boxen of donuts. No, Brian, no. Let's try another one. Erwin, what is he plural for? Goose. Geese. I saw a flock of geese. Brian, what? Brian, what's the plural for? Moose. Moosin. I saw a flock of moosin. There are many of them, much moosin. Out in the woods, in the woodsin. The meat's wanting the food. Food is to eating, is it? The meat's wanting the food and in the wooding in, is it? And the food in the wooding, is it? Brian. You're an imbecile. Imbecilin'. What, are you speaking German, Brian? Jermaine Jackson. Jackson 5. Tito. Brian, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, really. I think the worst day was the day the science project was due. Waking up that morning, that was fun, huh? Yeah. Your head'd pop off your pillow. Oh, no. That's due today. I had 9 months to work on it. I did nothing. I have a cardboard box. A boxing. And you'd show up, you're scared because you don't have anything good, and you find out all the other kids, their parents made theirs for them. I hated that, you know? They're backing them in on flatbed trucks. One kid with a volcano. He didn't have to zip up his own pants, but he built a volcano. You had to swing that. I don't know what to do for my project, so I brought in a paper cup filled with dirt, just hoping she'd know I'm an idiot and just walk right on past me. Just as long as I was holding something. What do you have there, Brian? It's a cup of dirt. Just put an F on there and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, it's a cup with dirt in it. I call it cup of dirt. You should move on now. You should go ahead and move on. Head on down the line there. So she went to this one kid. There was a kid in my class. He made the same solar system like 19 years in a row, you know? Bunch of styrofoam balls held together with coat hangers. Hey, you're breaking some new ground there, Copernicus. He's going, the big yellow one's the sun. The yellow one is the sun. Okay, all right, what are these other planets? The big yellow one is the sun. All right, calm down. All right!
They just busted a man in our town with a 30-pound bag of hamster bones on him. Yep, they got him. They got him, baby. How many hamsters do you think that is, new friend? Just guess. Just throw a number out of your face with your brain. How many you think, Daddy? 200. What you think, sir? 400, huh? 300. Let's get a lady down here. What do you think, young lady? 100 hamsters. Okay, man. It's about 2,000 hamsters, guys. So close. Not bad guesses, man. Had a fella yesterday guess 7 hamsters. I'm like, sir, you think 30 pounds of hamster bone came out of 7 hamsters? You got Galapagos hamsters, brother? He's got them rideable hamsters. Yeah, come on, Nibbles. We late for church, yeah. Yeah, they busted this dude, man. Had a pillowcase with 30 pounds of hamster bones in it in the back of a Toyota Tercel. And my buddy's like, what'd they charge him with? I'm like, with working for Satan, brother. With freelancing for Voldemort, Daddy Bear. The dude had 30 pounds of hamster bones. The ivory of Arkansas. I don't give a damn what he was doing, dude. They got him. They got him, man. It's wild, man.
So I travel a lot. I hate traveling, I guess because my dad used to beat me with a globe. Stay with me. Some things are the same wherever you go. Like if it feels like more than 2 fingers, it's probably a dick. The jury's out. The crowd is divided on that one. I was in Dayton, Ohio. You ever been there? Yeah? You know what's a fun thing to do there? Pack up and get the fuck out of there. It's boring. During the day, we played the game of horseshoes. Have you ever played that game? Yeah. That must have been invented before fun, because it's not. There's only 2 ways for that game to end. Either this sucks, let's do something else, or ow, you hit me with the horseshoe. You ruined my night vision. Here's a travel tip. Never ever pack when you're high. You get there, you open your bag, nothing matches. For the whole trip, all you have to wear is a Hawaiian shirt, an oven mitt, and a lava lamp. That's all you got. The rest of the bag is full of cookie dough and Hot Wheels trucks. And for some reason, an anal thermometer. I didn't even know they still made those. You know, they got a luggage store in the airport, a place to buy a piece of luggage. How late do you have to be for a flight? Where you're like, fuck it, just grab a pile of shit. We'll get a bag at the airport. Put on a few layers and we'll figure it out at the airport. And bring a poncho.
I want to tell you one story. This was the best meal I've ever had in my life, all right? This happened when I was 11 years old in Chicago, Illinois, where I grew up. And it took place at a little restaurant called the Salt and Pepper Diner, which was a family restaurant in the city. Yes, you know the Salt and Pepper Diner? It's a wonderful family restaurant in Chicago, which means that it caters mainly to teenagers and homeless schizophrenics. Now, I go into this place one day when I'm 11 with my best friend, John. And I should say that his name is also John. I'm not calling myself my own best friend. It's a separate human being. We walk into the Salt and Pepper Diner one day, and they had a jukebox there, all right? And the jukebox was 3 plays for $1. So we put in $7 and selected 21 plays of Tom Jones's What's New Pussycat. And then we ordered and waited. Here's the thing about when What's New Pussycat plays over and over and over and over and over again. The second time it plays, your immediate thought is not, hey, someone's playing What's New Pussycat again. It's, hey, What's New Pussycat is a lot longer than I first thought. And it has like a dip in the middle. You know how some songs have a dip, like Guns N' Roses' November Rain? You're like, hey, November Rain's over. No, it's not. There's more. The third time it plays, you're thinking maybe someone's playing What's New Pussycat again. The fourth time it plays, you're thinking, whoa. Someone just played What's New Pussycat 4 times, or at least someone played it twice, and it's a really long song. So, the 5th time is the kicker. Now, we're watching the entire diner at this point. Most people have gotten wind as to what's going on. And we're staring at this one guy, and he's sitting in his booth, and his hand is shaking while his stupid kids jump around, and he's been onto us since the beginning. And he's staring at his coffee cup like this, and he has this look on his face like he just got his 30-day chip from anger management. And he's staring like this, and the 4th play fades out. It's dead quiet. And then, I don't know if you know this, but the song begins very subtly. Bwah, bwah, what's new, pussycat? And the guy goes, God damn it! And pounds on the table, and silverware flies everywhere, and it was fantastic. But a word about my friend John and what a genius he was. Because when we were first up at the jukebox and we were punching in the What's New Pussycats, all right? I'd punched in about 7. And then John says to me, hey, wait. Before we drop in another What's New Pussycat, let's put in 1, It's Not Unusual. And that is when the afternoon went from good to great. After 7 What's New Pussycats in a row, suddenly, dum da dum dum no 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 no, it's not unusual, and the sigh of relief has swept through the diner. People were ecstatic. It was like the liberation of France. You know, for years, scientists have wondered, can you make grown men and women weep tears of joy by playing Tom Jones's It's Not Unusual? And the answer is yes, you can. As long as it is preceded by 7 What's New Pussycats. And on the other hand, when we went back, holy shit. It's Not Unusual fades out. It's dead quiet. What's new, pussycat? People went fucking insane. No one could handle it. No one could handle it. And they were surrounded by this, like, seemingly indifferent staff, you know, that was just like, yep, same shit as always. My only wish is that one of the schizophrenics had stood up and been like, now you know. Now you know what it's like to live in my brain. They unplugged the jukebox after 11 plays. And that was the best meal I've ever had. Thank you very much, San Francisco. This was great. Thank you. Hope to see you again real soon. My name's John Mulaney. Have a good night.
Let's give it up for John Mulaney!
My girlfriend's wonderful, though. I listen to everything my girlfriend says. I don't mean she bosses me around. I just listen to everything she says because before I had a girlfriend, I never had someone who's always standing next to me who can just point out obvious things that are happening. Like, we'll be in a restaurant and my girlfriend will be like, you ordered your food an hour ago. It should be here by now. And I'm like, yeah, it should. It's like having a lawyer for everyday life. She'll be like, the bus driver shouldn't talk to you that way. And I'm like, no, he shouldn't. Before I had a girlfriend, I had no standard for how I should be treated as a human being. You could do anything to me. I was just like a young Motown singer. I was just shiny and dumb and easy to trick. I was like, oh man, you gonna give me a whole $100 for all of my songs? Where do I sign, Mr. Berry Gordy? And now when I'm not with my girlfriend, you can still do anything to me. I will tolerate any treatment. Like I travel alone sometimes, you know, and I'll put up with anything. You know, like I'll book a ticket on some garbage airline. You know, I don't want to name an actual airline, so let's just make one up. Let's call it like Delta Airlines. So I'll book a ticket on Delta Airlines. And I'll show up at the airport, and I go, can I get on the plane now, please? And they go, no, it's delayed 9 hours. And I go, okay. and then I go to the bathroom. And then I come out of the bathroom, and I go, any updates? And they go, yeah, we took off while you were in the bathroom because we hate you. Now take this meal voucher that doesn't work. Go, fetch. And I go, okay. And I go over to the Wolfgang Puck Express, and I go, can I have a sandwich, please? And they go, no. And I go, okay. And they go, you're a little fat girl, aren't you? And I go, no. And they go, say it. And I go, I'm a little fat girl. And then I go over to the Delta Help Desk, which is an oxymoron, and I go, can I please go home on an airplane? And they go, no. In fact, we're gonna frame you for murder. And you're gonna go to jail for 30 years. And I go, why are you doing this to me? And they go, because we're Delta Airlines, and life is a fucking nightmare. But with my girlfriend, she would just be like, let's see if Southwest has any flights. So it's better.
My girlfriend makes me want to be a better person so I can get a better girlfriend. Whenever I meet a pretty girl, the first thing I look for is intelligence. Because if she doesn't have that, then she's mine. A couple of months ago, I gave my girlfriend some fancy lingerie. She actually got mad at me. Said, Anthony, I think this is more of a gift for you than it is for me. And I said, well, if you want to get technical, it was originally a gift for my last girlfriend. Happy Valentine's Day. Giving gifts is tough in any relationship, I assume. Like this past Christmas, I kept telling my girlfriend for months in advance, months, baby, all I want from you this year is an Xbox. That's it. Beginning and end of list Xbox. You know what she got me? A homemade frame with a picture of us from our first date together, which was fine, because I got her an Xbox. I should have gotten her chocolate. My girlfriend loves to eat chocolate. She's always eating chocolate, you know. She likes to joke she's got a chocolate addiction. Like, keep away from those chocolate bars, Anthony. I'm addicted to them, and it is really annoying. So I put her in a car and took her downtown, and I pointed out a crack addict. And I said, you see that, honey? Why can't you be that skinny? You guys seem like nice people. I don't want to sound like a jerk here. But that joke usually gets a standing ovation.
Took the plane in, a lot of fun flying. We didn't actually fly though. Just got in the plane and fucking gunned it down the highway. Oh, do you guys fly? Oh, you guys get in planes and fly? Well, I guess that's the difference in our income. Yeah. I'm so rich, I don't even fucking fly. I just get in a plane. I'm like, no, just drive. Just drive. I don't need to get there quick. I need to flaunt my cash. Sitting in a plane, gunning 500 miles per hour down the highway. People look, yeah, no, I'm in a plane. Yeah, no, I'm in a plane on the highway. I bet you wish that you worked as hard as my dad's grandfather. If you did, you could know what it's like to be up here. But, you know, oh well. Enjoy your vehicle. Every time there's a bridge, we kind of take off. Oh, and back down. Back down. I still sit in the middle seat, too. No one's on the plane but me. No one's on the plane with me. I still sit in the middle seat just because I'm humble, you know. I'm humble. I get really afraid to fly. Anybody else get afraid to fly? Well, then fuck all of you. We don't have fears. We're perfect. What if I got that mad? I am a little bit pissed about it. I do. I get afraid to fly. I get afraid to fly, and then I'm also afraid to fly. I get afraid to fly, and then when it's happening, I'm like, no, I'm still afraid. I get afraid, and then... The one thing that eases my fear, though, calms me down, when the pilot comes on the intercom, and he has a southern accent, immediately I feel a little bit better. Why is that? Good question, everyone. Good question, everyone with one voice. I was raised in the South. I know what it's like. You come from the South, you're raised with a certain amount of pride. You're embarrassed if you can't achieve certain feats. Raised with pride. Everyone else in the country calls it racism. Pride with a tinge of honesty. Yeah, a tinge of honesty. Everyone thinks the South is racist, sure, but I've been to a lot of cities in this country. All of them are racist. The difference, the South can't shut the fuck up about it. That's the difference. Go to the South, they do something racist, like, blah, 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 blah. Go to every other city in the country, they're like, hey! That's the difference. I get set. I'm like, he's Southern. He'll fucking land this plane. Doesn't matter what's going on. He'll be embarrassed if he can't. What, you're telling me we lost a motherfucking wing? Are you serious right now? We lost a fucking wing. Hell yeah, I'll still land this motherfucker. Watch this shit, dude. Nah, leave the wheels up. Leave the wheels up. Hey, folks, I'm not supposed to make this announcement, and honestly, I probably should be sitting down while I'm flying the plane, but I need to tell y'all something right now. This cockpit is motherfucking big. Wing fell off. I need some of y'all to get on the left side of the plane and go ahead and turn those cell phones back on and start tweeting right now. I will spell my name right before we hit the ground. I'm leaving the wheels up. Everybody pick a spot. I'll fucking land it right now. I'll smoke a whole pack of cigarettes before we get down there. That plane that had to land in the Hudson River when they hit all those birds would have been way different if that was a Southern pilot. It would come on the overhead. Y'all aren't even gonna fucking believe this. Hey, y'all, back here. Y'all aren't even gonna believe this shit. We just hit a shit ton of birds. Some lucky motherfucker down there just gets to keep them. I'm up here doing all the work. We just lost an engine. Boy, if it ain't Christmas, we're gonna have to land in the river. A lot of y'all are thinking that's a bad thing. Not too bad. You were about to go to Charlotte, North Carolina. Now you get to just stay here in a real city and stand in the river. You're welcome for all the TV coverage y'all are about to get. Here we go. Although I feel like even the Southern pilot wouldn't even stay in the cockpit. He just opened the door. Y'all ain't even gonna know what this is. Hell, look at my face. Get a photo real quick. Yeah, there we go. I won't flush the toilet on an airplane. Is anyone else that afraid to fly? That's the level of fear that I have. I won't flush the toilet. That fucking sound that it makes, I'm already afraid of what's happening. Then I go to the bathroom and I fucking hit flush. Oh, fuck, guys! I put a hole in the plane. Guys! I think there's the hole in the plane, guys!
You ever watch Locked Up Abroad? If you haven't, the name is pretty much self-explanatory. It's stories about people, Western people, who got locked up abroad. It's usually some chunky girl that got talked into taking an exotic vacation from some smooth-talking, swarthy man in a cocktail lounge. And he wanted to take me to Indonesia, and he was gonna pay for my travel, and I thought it was a good opportunity to travel. Then all I had to do was carry a satchel of his in my asshole, and it was gonna help me pay for community college. And I was skeptical, but I wanted to travel. So she winds up in some Indonesian prison for 7 or 8 years. Granted, horrific conditions. He's got shit in a bucket and bugs crawling in and out of her orifice at night and rats nibble her toes and everyone hates her. It's not pleasant, but what they never address is just outside of those prison walls, exact same conditions as real world poverty. Some kid sitting right outside the corrugated walls and the razor wire, whistling songs. He's got raw sewage shit river running through his front lawn. He's gonna spear rats in a dump to feed his kinfolk. It's just another day in Indonesia. I want to see Locked Up Abroad version, where that same kid gets the same opportunity to smuggle drugs into our country, gets busted at Newark International with black tar heroin in his asshole, spends 8 or 10 years in one of our finer penal institutions. What tales of woe he's gonna write back to his parents. Dear mother, I am writing to you now from paradise. I now live in a castle where my room measures a full 6 feet by 9 feet that I share with only 4 other people. Meals are catered to my door thrice daily, with relatively few maggots as compared to the home cuisine. Every room in my estate is equipped with a stainless steel throne full to the rim with clean drinking water. So plentiful, you can just take a dump in it as a goof and press a button, and it's replenished with even more clean drinking water. Mother, I make 72 cents a day here in the prison laundry, double that what father made sewing shoes for Nike. Mother, I can practice homosexuality openly now, with no threat of being beheaded in the town square by the local mullah.
Look like you're having a really good time, man. Really friendly. What's the matter, sweetie? You see I'm talking to you, and I'm not afraid of, like, big black bitch attitude. It don't scare me. Hear what she said? She dipped her nuggets, right? That's what scared white people. You talking to me, nigga? Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up. Don't get gangster. Don't look out the corner of your eye about you. You ain't gonna embarrass me. Eat that motherfucking chicken finger for the sauce dryer. I asked a question. You talking to me? You better not be. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your ass up. My mother's a big black lady. That shit don't scare me. You want some chicken? No, I don't want no chicken. Shut your ass up. Guess what? We gonna be fucking later, cause that's how you pick up black women. You curse the bitch out and then you love her. You must want chicken, nigga. That's why you pay attention to my motherfucker. Eat your ass. Get her friend protector. Shut the fuck up. Sit your ass down. Go ahead, babe. I'm just fucking with you. You're not playing. I saw your titties and I thought that was the best way to come over and introduce myself. I saw your titties too, honey. You a fat nigga with titties. I can't wait to fuck you, man. I can't wait. I'ma fuck the shit out you. Think I'm scared of your monkey ass. I'll fucking... Oh, yeah, you... I don't give a fuck, nigga. I will come correct. Your pussy ain't different from nobody else's. I'm just gonna do this to your goofy clit. And you be like, all I need is some more chicken and that finger rubbing my... Eat that chicken, motherfucker! I think I'm coming, nigga! I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. You gotta buy me some new panties after I come in my motherfucker. I like you, though. I fucking like you. You bet you a good woman, nigga. I'll talk to you later. I know you do. Fucking have to validate me. Let me stop fucking. What'd you say? Wait, what'd you say? This girl is, she black as shit. Go ahead, say it again. Wait, everybody shush. Because white people love this shit. Because, let me tell you, my mother's just like that. That's black, white, my mother, she, listen to, go ahead.
I see your big ass after the show.
That should come with a sitcom song, right? That should come with cursing out Mr. Jefferson. Like, motherfucker, I ain't cooking shit. Go ahead again.
I see you after the show. I see your big ass after the show with some chicken.
Oh, I bet your nipples look like 20-inch dubs. What? We got all day. Somebody... I heard... Oh, that black ring around the nipple. I'ma suck your nipple and then twist it like a balloon knot. Don't choke on them chicken fingers and talk to me at the same time, nigga. Eat it. Oh, I love her, and I'm not gonna run out of steam. Oh, she got a lot of energy. God damn it. Oh, you got 4 sons? Your pussy ain't shit, bitch. She fucked up my whole fucking shit. I don't want to talk to you no more. You're on punishment. You shut the fuck. And I got 4 kids. Stop. Fucking shit just. Damn it. We was doing well until you said that shit. It ain't. I'm not embarrassing you. What'd you say? Wait, what did I say that embarrassed? Wait a minute. Wait, well, you're not gonna. First of all, you're only gonna be able to talk if I let you. Right? Okay, try to talk. I'm just trying to teach you something. As the father of the other 4 kids didn't teach you a goddamn thing, so I'm gonna teach you first. She getting mad now. I'm mad too. You said you got 4 kids, nigga. What the fuck? How dare you say that shit? Shit! She keep calling me a fat ass. We still gonna mess around. That's the thing about it. Be like, you know, I was joking about those 4 kids. It don't matter. I love them. Oh shit! I picked the wrong one to fuck with. Well, not really. I'm only saying that so you shut the fuck up. But I'm not. I didn't pick the wrong one to fuck with. Shut the fuck up. But I'm just saying. I'm trying to like appease. But I'm not. I don't give a fuck. I know you got tons of energy, beat your kids, and you got enough energy to fucking yell at me all goddamn day. Gotta do what? Yell at me? Nigga, please. Look. That's what black, see, but that's why motherfuckers be afraid of that shit. I don't give a fuck. Do you know how much passion she got in the bed? And this is how you get, this is all fun and games, but this is how you get her to shut the fuck up. Other than the fact you fuck her and get her pregnant. But just take that goofy afro and pull her face face next to yours and bite her cheek and say, shut the fuck up. And she'll shut the fuck up. I'm just sharing with you. I'm just letting you know, I know black women. This shit, see, I'm only saying this to y'all, because this shit, we love each other. Every bitch I ever been with, we start off just like that. Fuck you talking to? And then it's just that's how it goes. So I'm only saying it not to her because she know the truth. She got 4 kids, so it ain't like that attitude don't come with some passion. And then she argued with her kids' fathers, like them niggas came in, they like, motherfucker, and then the nigga, boom, boom, yeah, motherfucker, yeah, that's, people don't understand that shit. Black people, we not friendly. The reason I noticed this motherfucker is cause she's like this. So it's, what it is you might get embarrassed for her, but what'll happen is I'm gonna win because she wants to be defeated. And then it's love.
By the way, the coolest thing that's ever happened to me, I'd have to say, is got to be the threesome I had in 2004 with Ron Jeremy. Yeah, and a girl. It wasn't Ron and a guy and Lucky Jim. And I'll tell you exactly how it happened. After the Porn Awards in 04, none of the girls would fuck me. So I was manically depressed, and I walk up to my buddy Dennis's room. Dennis owns the Bunny Ranch in Reno, which is a legal brothel, which I've never been to. Like, he's invited me to go, and I don't want to go. Like, I like the illegal aspect of prostitution. I don't want it to be all fun with a lot of laughs and a ranch with flowers. I want to be behind a warehouse in Brooklyn for $35 with a beautiful black girl with arms like Kobe Bryant and a skew blonde wig. Welcome back to Europe, Daddy. All right. But I walked up into Dennis's room. It was the most surreal thing I'd ever seen. There is Ron Jeremy fucking a girl on the bed. I walk in, and she's on her hands and knees, and Ronnie's behind her, and he's like, hey, man, how you doing? And I'm like, all right. And I can't see much because he has on a long hockey jersey, but then he pulls out, and there it is. And Jesus, did I stare. I think I even went, ooh. I was cockstruck. I really wanted a picture with it. And then he looks at me and he goes, hey man, I think she needs a cock in her mouth, which is my cue. So I look at her to see if she does need a cock in her mouth, because you have to confirm that, otherwise you're gonna feel like a silly goose. What are you doing? You look like you needed it. Don't you wish life were that simple? Why'd you jam your cock in her mouth? She looked like she needed it. Case dismissed. But she was cool. She's like, yeah, baby, I'd love it. Now, normally, I wouldn't do this in front of people. I get too nervous. For me to keep a heart on, everything has to be perfect. You know, dim the lights, flick my nipples, no talking. But fuck it, man. This is Ron Jeremy. This is like the Pope giving mass saying, hey, you, come up and help. It's not exactly like that. But I decided to do it, so I take it out, I kneel on the bed. Ron looks at me and he goes, hey, man, you got a nice piece. And I'm such a retard. I went, really? And of course, he ignored me because, you know, he's trying to be polite and I want to turn it into a 5-hour miniseries. And he didn't mean it. He just wanted me to be comfortable because he's Ron Jeremy and I'm kneeling there like an Asian in a cold tub. But she grabbed it, popped it in her mouth. He starts fucking her. I'm having a real and legitimate threesome with a porn legend, and I'm thinking, this is amazing. Without warning, he grabs her hips and goes, pow! She jumps forward, and my life flashes before my eyes. And he sees my face, and he laughs. And he goes, I did that on purpose. I just wanted to show you the biggest no-no in porn. Whenever you're having a 2-on-1, you never thrust that hard, or you could seriously injure the other guy. Thank you. And then I'm like, man, that's how you know you got a big cock. When you can injure another person through a third party. If I want to hurt you with my dick, I have to pour lemon juice on the helmet and jam it in the corner of your eye.
I just don't look at a woman as a pair of tits anymore, and I wish I did, because I could get ladies easier, because that's what it takes, is just to go, but I can't now. Like, I went to a club, you know, like a club. And I'm standing there looking at all the people, and there's the women, the hot chicks, the hot girl at the bar. You know, when you see that, she's a hot girl at the bar. She's got the shirt and the skirt and the boots, those 3 lines. There's like some perfect ratio that they hit with those 3 lines, and and they're all standing there like that. And I used to look at somebody like that and I'm like, wow, she's an angel. What could I ever say to make her like me? Now I look at her and I'm like, what is that? Is that even a person? What the fuck kind of person is that? Is that an identity even? Who would want to be that? I have 2 daughters. I pray they don't grow up to be the hot girl at the bar. What kind of... Hey, what do you do? People want to fuck me. Really? That's it? Yeah. I go to this club and they want to fuck me over here. Not you. And their male counterparts are even more useless. The guys, the dudes, the going out to get laid dudes. You know those guys that walk in packs of 9 down the bar street, the going out to get laid guys? They all got the same button-up stripey going out to get laid shirt on. They all got the same stride. There's one short guy behind them, like... And they're all out to get, like, who's gonna fuck all 9 of you? What is the fantasy here? Are you gonna see 9 women in the same configuration and just all... You're all gonna walk into a giant vagina somewhere? Yeah, dude! And then later they're in front of a pizza place just angry at each other. You said there was pussy there, you idiot! And they beat up a stranger, get the energy out that way. Faggot! Those are the most dangerous people, are dudes that didn't get laid. And they're just fucking... just full of cum coming out of their eyes. Fuck somebody. That's my favorite dumb guy gesture, yeah. Yeah, right. I always wonder, what if there was a guy who, whenever he does this, he has to finish? Like just some guy who works in your office. You ask him a question, hey, is Bill in yet? Yeah, like he's ever on time. Seriously, that dude's always late, man. I'm serious. I don't know where. It's always an odd moment in a guy's life. The second after you come and you're like, ugh. Reality comes rushing back. Because you've been pushing reality away in pieces all night to get the, oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. No, I'll just leave my car there. It doesn't matter. I'll just go. No, it doesn't matter. This is weird. Oh, fuck. And then you're just like, you're like the Hulk coming back down to the other guy. My clothes are ripped and there's a dead guy here. I don't know what happened. I'll get my duffel bag and leave town again.
was a weird week, and I knew it was going to be a weird week because it started off weird. I was going to go to Vegas a day early to do some media, and I wanted to see the show called Love. It's also at the Mirage, Beatles Cirque du Soleil show, fantastic fucking show. And so I was talking to my wife and I live in Atlanta and Hollywood, and we were out in California, and I said, I'm leaving today at 3:30 to go to Las Vegas, and I have an airplane that you guys bought me. I like it a lot. Half the Fortune 500 companies in America have let go of their private jets. Not Ron White Inc. I'm flying that son of a bitch straight into bankruptcy. I guarantee you one day I'll be living in a double-wide trailer with shag carpet, and I'll have a jet with weeds growing through it. I'll be in the front seat going, push me around some. And I don't come from money. I come from the opposite of money. I come from no money. 10 years ago, I lived in a camper in my friend's backyard. He didn't even know I was there. It wasn't even a nice camper. It was like a homemade pop-up camper. It looked like somebody had duct taped a tent to a golf cart. I had a 20-inch Coleman television. I had to pump it up during commercials. You couldn't watch porn on it because nobody's that coordinated. I was broke. I owe the IRS a bunch of money because I don't understand how that works. It's confusing. When I started doing stand-up, they said that made me an independent contractor, and they said I needed to start filing my taxes quarterly, which I thought meant every 25 years. My brain won't wrap itself around shit that complicated, man. My brain does this. That's it. That's all it does. I have attention deficit disorder. I have learning disabilities. I don't have a high school diploma. I'm smart, but you can't prove it on paper. I do have a GED, and if you don't know what GED stands for, you probably got one too. Anyway, I told my wife, I said, I'm leaving today at 3:30 to go to Vegas. My wife's singer-songwriter, composer, Margot Ray is her name, and a brilliantly talented woman. And she says, well, I'm working with a guitar player in the studio till 5 o'clock. You can't wait till 5:30 so I can fly with you. And I said, can you be there at 5:30? And she said, yes, which I knew was a lie because she's the biggest liar I've met in my life. When it comes to how long it's going to take her to get somewhere, I hear her on the phone all the time just lying through her teeth. We're 2 exits away. Traffic's really heavy. We should be there in 15 minutes. I'm like, you're in the fucking bathtub. We wouldn't be there in 15 minutes if we were where you said we were. But I told her, I said, you get there at 5:30, you can fly with me. But let me tell you something, sugar tits. At 5:31, I am wheels up and I am fucking gone. I said that. Not very loud. But I said it. 5:31 gets there. Is she there? No. Do I leave? No. 6:01 gets there. Is she there? No. Do I leave? No. Why? Because this dick won't suck itself. That's why. It won't. I've asked it to many, many times. In fact, the other day, I sat my dick down, I looked him straight in the eye, and I said, listen, I know I've drug you into some pretty muddy shit in the last 35 years. I need you to get past that, learn how to suck yourself so I can grow a spine and get on with my goddamn life. It went in one ear and out the other. My dick has ears. It has an eye, and it has 2 ears, and a double chin. Mr. Potato Dick. The cutest thing you ever saw. I got little outfits I put on them. One of them's a raincoat. Not a condom, a raincoat, a little yellow slicker with that hat. And looks like that fish and chips dude. It's the exact same size as the one on the box. That's just an interesting fact. What is it, Ron? An interesting fact.
I'm trying to be more tolerant, you know, there's too many, everybody's got their own thing going on. It's a waste of time to not be open-minded and learn these things. I'm trying to be tolerant, but it's difficult. That tolerance, it's tested routinely. I was on a flight going from Denver to Chicago, and halfway through my flight, midair, 35,000 feet, guy sitting next to me starts eating pancakes out of a bag. Not like a Ziploc bag with like a little seal and like a hey, I meant to do this vibe. Like a bag from the store. Not a store that sold pancakes. See what I'm saying? Like a Foot Locker bag. You get me? They're just loose. They're just loose in there. They're like bingo balls, just loose. And there's nothing wrong with what he was doing, morally speaking. But you gotta realize that if you do some wackadoo shit like eat pancakes out of a shoe store bag on an airplane, you're forcing strangers around you into a world of questions they never anticipated they would ever have to ask. First off, First off, all the questions, all of them. First off, every question. Why? How did you get to this point in your life? Where are you going? Because, that's not, how do you wind up, if you're on an airplane, you're on there with purpose. You're fighting gravity to travel through the sky to land on another part of the Earth's crust. Nobody's like waking up casually like Amelia Earhart, like, I think I'll take to the skies today. You have purpose. You have reason to fight nature, to go somewhere else. How do you have that purpose in your life, but still do it with hastily packed hobo snacks in your midst? That's not how you catch a plane. You're not like, is this one going southbound? Haven't seen Grapefruit Joe in a while. Drop in, we'll share some beans. That's not how you catch a plane. Usually getting to an airport, that's your #1 priority in the day. I don't care what happens, I'm gonna get to that airport. I'll lose a hand, I'll fix it when I get there. Just get me to the airport. This guy was number 4 or 5 on his list. This guy was like, I know I got a flight, but it is Tuesday, and you know what happens on Tuesday? Silver dollar flappies. That's what happens. Tuesday, silver dollar flapjack day. A lot of people say, hey, how come you make the silver dollar ones? I make them that way. I don't make them full size. I make them smaller because I can eat more of them, and I get more of a sense of accomplishment. And so I like to do that. And that's a lot of batter over there, but I'll freeze it off. I don't have to eat them all, but I'll make them all, and I'll freeze them in Ziploc bags, and when I need them, I'll just have them ready. What time is it? Oh, shit, I gotta go! What's around? Well, I did buy some new shoes the other day. Foot Locker bag, shovel. Not Bindle, boxcar, airport. Woo, made it. And he got on the plane. He's on the plane, meaning he went through security. He went through an x-ray machine. His stuff went through. Pancakes got x-rayed that day. A TSA agent, somebody with a badge and responsibility, if they were fulfilling even a fiber of their requirements of keeping the skies safe, somebody had to at least just like mumble somebody. Sir, is this a bag of pancakes? It is. Oh, yeah. It's pancakes, yeah. Well, I've never dealt with it before either. I'm gonna say go ahead. I don't know. We might get an earful for this, but right now, bon voyage. That's what I'm gonna say. And when you eat pancakes out of a bag in a semi-public place, there are rules. First off, let people know what you're getting into. Make a little announcement. Hey, everybody, I got a bag of pancakes over here. Don't get freaked out. Offer them around. You don't have to go front and back, just same row. Don't worry, nobody's taking any. It's just a gesture. See, they are in fact pancakes. Would you care for some? No? I understand. Then when you go to eat them with your hands, because my man did not have fork and knife on his person, you eat them one at a time. Driver's ed style, 10 and 2. You take a little nibble out of 12, and you hold it in your lap till you're ready for another bite. You follow those rules, go crazy. Hell, I like your style. Way to usurp inflated airport pricing. Nah, I got my own. Good move. This fucking guy. He starts off, he's just rustling around under there. He's just rustling. You can't rustle on an airplane this day. It's suspicious. He's rustling, he's kicking up odors. Now we got people, is that breakfast? I smell breakfast. You're not supposed to smell food on a domestic flight. All it takes is one paranoid weirdo to be like, I think hydraulic fluid smells like breakfast, we're going down. Now we're all in a panic, because you don't know what hydraulic fluid smells like. Gets the bag out, rips it open with a confidence, like, yeah, I'm eating all these bitches. Rips it open, starts rooting around in there, doing this cotton candy thing. Rooting around, but he's not looking in the bag. He's looking up and off into the distance with this look of glazed determination on his face. The kind of look you only see on the faces of people who are neck deep in swamp water because they're gonna catch a catfish with their bare hands. You know, just like, come on, get him! Pulls his hand out. He's got 2 or 3 just in a grip, in a fist. He's not going discreet under the chin. He's not going like, hey, I'm sorry for this, under the chin. He's going over the top, just like 93 Jordan layup style, just ha! Dropping them in, then looking around with an attitude after each bite. Like, snack time, motherfuckers. Boom! Jealous much? Are you shitting me? I'm a Delta Gold member. I gotta sit next to this. No syrup? You go straight to hell. Because I don't know where you'd get syrup in a situation like this. Probably another bag, seeing as how this dude operates. But even then, unwritten rules of decent society state you open up that bag of syrup, you pour it into your original bag of pancakes, and you tie it off nice and tight and shake it around for even coverage. Because you might be making a bit of a mess, but at least people are like, well, he's not gonna eat them dry like a psychopath.
Bikes! I get like verbal tics, you know? I don't have Tourette's. I wish I did. It looks fun. But I'll just yell shit out. It's like a hook on a catchy song, except it's just stuff that I watch. And then, bikes! I just yell it, you know? Over and over. Only like 2 or 3 million times. But I'm obsessed with the show Scared Straight. If you've never seen it, it's tremendous. Here's what they do. In the show, they take kids, middle school and high school kids that are getting in trouble a lot, and they send them to jail for a day. And the idea is that jail will scare the fuck out of the kid, and then he'll get his life together, hence Scared Straight. It's tremendous. I'm obsessed with one episode. It aired once in 1999. Here's what's great. It aired uncensored, which is bananas,
And in this episode, they did not send the kids to jail like they normally do. Instead, they sent them to a maximum security penitentiary. Prison. And those prisoners verbally assaulted these kids into crying a lot. And it's the funniest shit I have ever seen in my life. First of all, don't feel like too bad for these kids are super badass. They're not like spitting spitballs in class and they're fucking stabbing other kids. They're badass kids, okay? And they show up to this thing with attitude. Like they walk in, they're like, what's up? This ain't shit. I run 6th grade. I ain't scared of you, man. Like, can't scare me. And they're greeted by a guy named Crazy Chris. Chris has scars on his face, and the screen freezes. And it says, Chris killed 6 people, and he's doing a double life sentence. Like, this dude is so bad that when he dies and he's reincarnated, that guy's doing life in prison also. So, this is a bad motherfucker right here. The kids are like squatting around, and Chris is like, hey, my name's Crazy Chris. And from now on, you will see me in your nightmares. And the kids are like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 12, don't talk to me like that, man, that's crazy. And then he goes, if I ever see you again, I'll take a bite out of each of you. And they're like, all right, we're all reformed now, thank you very much. So, Jesus, but they can't leave. The next guy comes up to him and he goes, hold my pocket. Hold my pocket. And he makes kids walk around holding the inside of his pocket, you understand? So he walks and then they're like, I don't know what you know about prison, but if you're holding on to another dude's pocket, it's gonna be a rough day, all right? Not only is this guy making kids hold his, he's talking ridiculous shit to middle schoolers. He's like, I'm gonna make you suck my dick for breakfast. Every morning. And the kid's like, I hate breakfast. Funny shit like that. So, he's like, I'm gonna mush your motherfucking face. And the kid's like, so it's so fucking funny. There's one exchange where this dude, he pulls a kid out of line. The kid's like 13. He weighs, I don't know, 100 pounds. And he has a bowl cut, okay? He has a bowl cut in prison. It's parted in the middle. And the prisoner goes, why are you here? And the kid's like, stealing? And he goes, the fuck you took? And the kid goes, bikes? And he goes, bikes! And that's why I yell bikes all the time. You should see me when we drive by a bike store. Holy shit. I'll be driving, I'll be like, ah. And my wife, she's pretty over it. She'll go like, you get one. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make this shit count. So I'll pull over, I roll down the window, and I wait until I see somebody checking out one of the sidewalk displays, like with all the bikes out there. And when they find one they really like, and they're like, oh, I like this one, I'll go, bikes! And they're like, what the fuck? And I'll go, stop selling drugs! And I drive up. Great. Super fun. You should do it. Oh, man.
I was driving around one day. I was doing my daddy errands. I had my sweatpants on. And I'm in my car, and I was thinking, you know, my wife's been cooped up all day. I bet she wants some magazines, you know, to read. So I pull up to this newsstand. I don't put any money in the meter. I pull up, I jump out, grab a lot of magazines. I turn around. There's a guy about to write a ticket on my car. And usually when you talk your way out of a ticket, you try to add a little drama and poetry. You ramp up a little bit, make it sound real. No, I'm in blurt mode. All I can do, I've got a fourth of a brain cell firing. I can form the beginning of a thought, and then it falls out of my skull. That's the best I can do. So I walk up. Here's my attempt to talk my way out of a ticket. Ready? Please don't put a ticket on my car. There it is. There's my shot. I may as well have just walked up and went, don't want this. That would have been just as effective as what I said. No! So the guy, he looks at me, and for half a second, he's terrified. I'm not a scary guy. I should have mentioned I was wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, and they were the same color. So I didn't even look like a Dr. Seuss drawing. I looked like a Dr. Seuss rough sketch that he did, where he's at a bar one night, some young girl's icing him out, and he's like, give me a napkin, goddammit, show you who you're talking to. Yeah, see? I made your childhood magical! Yeah, Dr. Seuss on an angry pussy hunt. Strap in. So, okay. So he's terrified for half a second, then he's furious. The way that, I don't know if anyone here has ever been frightened by a moth. He gets frightened by a spider or a hornet, you go, that scared the crap out of me. That was a spider. A moth scares you, your reaction is, oh God, oh, that thing is gonna die. There's no way, I'm not reaching the end of my life, I didn't take care of a moth, no way. So now he's got to kill the moth and regain his manhood, and he screams to me, why didn't you put any money in these meters? And I said, because I thought I could buy... I'm shaking a bag of magazines at him now. I thought I could buy my magazines and drive away before you showed up. And he says, get in your car and get out of here. And I go, thank you. And then I get in my car. I'm about to drive away, and he leans into my window and says, let me explain something to you. We don't have time to pull over and check every one of these meters, you understand? And I go, yeah, I'm sorry, man. And it took me 3 blocks before it hit me. That's all you have time to do. You just described your job. It doesn't say parking enforcement and homicide on the side of the car. It's like I got 3 axe murders in El Monte. I gotta check all these meters? There's a maniac on the loose.
So you guys, I wanted to find a very special way to close out this event. And I thought it would be great if I could tell an old story that was from years ago that never made it to a 1-hour special. And the cool part about this story is that it now has a different ending. The story is called The Gift Basket. Some of you know it, some of you don't know it, but after this, you're never gonna forget it. All you have to know about this story is that all the people involved have always been and will continue to be friends. That being said, Martin and I, all the good ones start like that. Martin and I are scheduled to perform in Northern California. Usually we fly. But this particular day, I was having a problem with Southwest Airlines. They wanted me to pay for an extra seat for someone who wasn't traveling with me. Take your time, you'll figure it out. Anyway, I tell Martin, I'm not paying for an extra seat. Let's just drive, it's 6 hours. So we headed north. 3 hours into the drive, we're passing through a city called Fresno. And as we're passing, hey, Fresno 559, get us whole way. Anyway, as we're passing through Fresno, we start seeing billboards off the side of the freeway that said, performing this weekend at the Radisson Hotel, directly from BET's Comic View and Showtime at the Apollo, comedian G. Riley. And I look at Martin, I go, oh shoot, G's in town. And Martin goes, yeah, I haven't seen G in years. So we're like, let's stop by the hotel and say hi. So we pull into the parking lot. We walk in. I tell Martin, he doesn't know we're here. I'm gonna crank call his room. He goes, what are you gonna say? I said, I'm gonna tell him that I'm the front desk and that he just received a gift basket. He goes, what's so funny about a gift basket? I said, I'm gonna describe it over the phone. And I'm gonna make all the items that are in this imaginary basket become items that stereotypically a black person might like. But you're crazy. I said, I'll tell you what, we got 2 hours to kill. How about this? How about we go to the supermarket and we make an actual racist gift basket? And we'll have it delivered and we'll wait outside to see what happens. I said, are you down? We go to a store and we start to design the sickest practical joke ever. I get a shopping cart and I'm like, all right, we need a basket. So I find one, I take out the grass, the plastic eggs, and the chocolate rabbits, and we start hitting the aisles. First item I grab is a fried chicken about that big, okay? See how quick that laugh was? There's a few black people in here like, motherfucker, this better be funny. It's hysterical. Let me just finish the story and then you could judge me in the parking lot. So anyway, then Martin hands me a miniature watermelon and I put it next to the fried chicken. Here's where it gets interesting. Employees of the store find out what we're doing and they start volunteering to help us finish the basket. Half of the employees were black, which made it so much more accurate. Aisle after aisle, one guy was stocking a shelf. He was an older white guy, and we're like, sir, can you help us? What do you need? My buddy Martin and I are trying to make this messed up racist gift basket for our black friend as a practical joke. Can you think of something we can put in there? Without even blinking an eye, the guy was like, you gotta have Kool-Aid. It's at the end of the aisle on the right. Malt liquors and XL over in the back of the store in the freezer section. It's on sale 2 for $1. By the time we get to the register, all these different employees plus us came up with the basket that had fried chicken, watermelon, Kool-Aid, grape soda, barbecue potato chips, sunflower seeds, an Ebony magazine, a Chris Rock DVD called Bigger and Blacker, Magnum condoms, Newport cigarettes, a rack of ribs, the recipe for cornbread. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Icing on the cake, we find a greeting card that's on clearance from Halloween, and it has a picture of 3 ghosts on the cover wearing sheets. I tear off the half that says Happy Halloween, and on the back of the card I write, welcome to Fresno, love the Chamber of Commerce. And we stick it to the basket. We made it all nice and pretty, and we haul ass to the hotel. We pull up, we walk in. The basket is hot as hell, so I'm racing in. I get inside and I put it on the counter as fast as I can, bro. It's too perfect. There's a black girl behind the front desk. As soon as I put the basket down, I hear, is that chicken? Ooh, let me see, hold on. What is it? Let me explain. My name is Gabriel. This is Martin. We're a couple of comedians, and we're about to play a really crazy practical joke on a friend of ours who's staying here tonight by the name of G. Riley, who's also a comedian. Oh, the one that's on the signs on the freeway. Yeah, the one that's on the signs on the freeway. So as a practical joke, we went to the store and we made this messed up racist gift basket. That's why you can smell fried chicken. And she was like, what? You need Jesus, that's what you need. Kiki, girl, you better hang up that phone. You ain't gonna believe what I'm looking at over here, girl. Listen, we think it would be hysterical if we could have you deliver the basket for us. She lost it. Oh, the hell you didn't. I know you didn't just ask me to take that to a black man. You are out your damn mind. Oh, Lord, Lord, give me the strength to not kill this big-ass Mexican over here, Lord. Okay, look here, Nacho Libre. I don't care who you are. I am not doing it. Hell no. I'll give you $50. Where that motherfucker at?
We follow her to the hotel room. She knocks on the door. Martin and I hide by the elevator on the floor. She knocks. She opens the door, sees a beautiful black woman standing there with a gift basket. This is for you, baby. He says, thank you, closes the door. She walks away and she sees us on the ground hiding, right? And she's like, y'all still going to hell. We get up and we walk over to the door and we put our ear. Listen, shh, listen. This is what we hear inside. Woo! Chicken. Oh, Kool-Aid. He's getting excited over every single item he's pulling out of the basket. He gets to the greeting card. Welcome to Fresno. Love the Chamber of Commerce. Hell yeah. Then we feel him flipping the card over because his voice changed. He's like, oh yeah, man, this is, what the fuck? Outside the door, we heard, racist bastards. When we heard racist bastards, we lost it. Ah! Housekeeping is freaking out.
¿Qué está pasando allá? ¿Qué andan haciendo ustedes? Muchacho, ¿qué está pasando, gordito? ¿Qué andas haciendo?
We're laughing, we're crying, we got boogers coming out. We can't take it anymore. We knock on the door. He yells, who is it? Too easy. Chamber of Commerce. He rushes the door. I put my finger on the peephole so he can't see who it is, right? The knob starts to jiggle, then the door explodes open, and he's like, what? And he sees us, and he's like, ah! What's up, G?
Man, y'all give a brother a heart attack.
Did you like your basket?
Man, that was messed up.
Did you like it?
Man, I love all that shit.
Have you ever done this? Have you ever gotten into a conversation with somebody and as soon as you start talking to them, like as soon as you start talking, you realize, oh, I don't want to talk to you at all. Like no part of me wants this conversation. What do you do at that point? Like what do you do when that happens? Walk away. Walk away. You are a liar. You'd like to be that guy. You would love to be that guy, but you're not that guy. Nobody's that guy, dude. What are you just like that much of a sociopath? You're just like, I hear you. Boom. You don't do that. You just take it. That's what we all do. It fucking sucks. You can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. All you can do is go like look around the room. Hopefully they get that cue, and they never do. Most people would get that. If I'm talking to you and I'm like this the whole time, you'll be like, oh, I can see you're busy. Because you're a human fucking being. Those annoying people never read those cues. They're just like, where are you looking? Why are you looking away? What's wrong with you? What's happening? Look at me. It's horrible. I should just start walking away. That would be the best thing to do, right? You can't do it, but that would be ideal. I'm done letting people I hate choose how I live my life. I want out of that whole mess. I do it so much. And with those annoying people, it's the same thing. You're just stuck. They're like, hey, is that your time? I'm going to rape it now. Like, no, don't rape my time. My time is like, all right, don't leave me. I'm sorry, dude. You're getting raped by her. Nothing I can do. You can't even stop. Like, I always know I'm about to get into the conversation, but I can't turn it around. They're like, how are you? I'm like, good. How are you? Fuck! Why did I do that? All right, start the clock. 10 minutes. Let's go. You can't stop yourself. You can't. It's like when you lock your keys in the car. You never notice, like, after the door's closed. I always notice when I'm like right there. When it dawns on me, and I'm like, oh no. I'm about to ruin my day. Why? But you're like, I can still see the inside of the car. It's right there. So if I was fast enough, I could reach around and stop the car from closing. But I'm not fast enough. So noticing here, that just makes it hurt way worse. It makes you feel like you had a chance to save it. So it just hurts even more. You never like close the door and then walk away and then go, oh wait. Oh no. Oh, I bet I just... Yep, there they are. Well, at least there's nothing I could have done. It's never that. It always looks like this. That's how this is annoying people. You can't stop. I was talking to this girl in Los Angeles, comedian. Her name is Damian Merlina. She's so annoying. She's the worst. We never have anything to talk about. She's not even that annoying. We just have nothing in common. So when we talk, I'm just like, you're killing me. She's so annoying. Also, she has one arm. But, it's got nothing to do with the story. I'm only telling you because if you ever saw her, you'd be like, wait, I don't know, is that her or not? Because he didn't mention the part about the one arm, so maybe it's not her. That's the only reason I'm telling you. It's not why she's annoying, if that's what you think. I knew her when she had 2 arms. She was just as annoying then. The only thing that changed is one day her arm to annoyance ratio just shot the fuck up. That was the only difference. And she was yapping about something I couldn't care less about, and I'm doing the look around at all my friends, and she smelled. She stunk. She had that fat smell. You know the fat smell? Ugh. It's not every fat person has it, but it's like 1 out of 12 fat people. They're fat in a certain way, so that when they're showering, they can't reach under to wash under their belly full. They just can't get under there for whatever reason. I'm sure the one arm didn't help. And so what'll happen is sometimes an immigrant will just crawl up in there. And he'll just die. He'll die of heat exhaustion or loneliness or starvation. I haven't read all the papers, but he dies. And then when you're talking to them, you're like, how? There's no God, clearly. How do you smell that way? It's cool out. How do you smell this bad? We should just walk away. God. I really do want to stop letting people I hate choose how I live. It really does suck.
Thank you so much. Philadelphia, wow, thank you so much. Wow. This is awkward. I actually have no material prepared. I just booked this venue for this date, and I was like, oh, I'll have an act by then. I don't. No, it's gonna be really good. I have one prepared, which is convenient, because we're filming and everything. So, let's begin. I turned 30 years old this year. Yes. It's been a good year. I have found this year to be the year where a lot of my friends are getting serious about their lives. You know, they call me up, they say serious things. They're like, Aziz, you're not gonna believe it. I just had a baby. And I always have the same reaction. I always go, that sucks. I'm so sorry that happened. Why are you guys not using condoms or birth control? You're gonna have to take care of that thing forever. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go do literally anything I want, cause I don't have a baby, so all my options are still options.